Hi everybody, it's Honest John and it's time for another sports talk video. Now first, the NFL made history when the St. Louis Rams drafted Michael Sam, a gay football player, an openly gay football player, in the 7th round. Now, he is what they call a tweener. Too small to be a defensive lineman, and some think he's not fast enough to be a linebacker. But he was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year. So he has some skills. The linebacker position is, in a lot of ways, more about smarts and anticipation than it is about speed. I think the guy will be okay. He had a stellar college career. I can't help but think that the fact that he's gay was why he fell to the 7th round before being drafted. I wish him luck. I hope he makes the team or catches on with a team in the NFL. That making history thing won't mean that much if he doesn't stick around. But his reaction of first crying and then kissing his boyfriend when his draft was announced brought out the haters on Twitter and around the internet. Now, the tears were a sign of relief that he actually got drafted at all. And lots of guys kissed their girlfriends and wives when they got drafted, and nobody said a word. But Sam kisses his boyfriend and people go nuts. Let me explain to you haters out there that it is a natural, normal, human thing for people who want to share their big moments with their loved ones. The fact that you're shocked by this says nothing about Michael Sam and his boyfriend, but it tells us everything we need to know about you. Homosexuals are people just like all of us. They have normal human reactions. They are not aliens. The fact that a normal human thing is something you find shocking suggests that maybe you're the ones who are somewhat less than human. On to basketball, and the NBA playoffs are on, and they've been great. I've watched a lot of the games. There's been a lot of great stuff going on, but it's all been overshadowed by Donald Sterling and his wife Rochelle. Now, she's hired a lawyer, and it looks like she plans to fight to keep her share of the team. But court documents reveal that she illegally posed as a building inspector. It's a misdemeanor to represent a city official, in order to help Sterling find out which of his tenants were black or Latino, so he could get rid of them. So when Sterling was engaged in his racist and discriminatory business, which led to the biggest lawsuit in history, the biggest anti-discrimination lawsuit in history, while Sterling was engaged in all that racist stuff, Rochelle was his assistant racist. And Sterling's apology did nothing to disprove any allegations of racism against him. In fact, they reinforced it. First, he came out and made what was obviously an insincere apology. And then he just couldn't resist taking shots at Magic Johnson. Said he was a bad role model. And he pointed out that Magic had become HIV positive because he was sleeping around. True. But when the guy with a mistress and a history of infidelity criticizes somebody else for sleeping around, well, the fact that that he doesn't seem to think that criticism applies to him because he's a rich white man and Magic Johnson is black. So it's more evidence of his racism. And then he said that Magic doesn't do anything for other black people. Well, he does do a lot, actually, for the black community. I guess Sterling has never been to the Magic Johnson Theater, which is in L.A., in Leimert Park, the heart of the black community here. And Magic has a lot of other business ventures that are in black communities throughout the nation. He doesn't make a big deal out of it, out of what he does, but the fact is that starting those businesses in the black community does a lot for the black community, including providing jobs for black people. Sterling's apology was a total disaster. It further revealed his ignorance and insincerity. And making an insincere apology is kind of like trying to make a homemade bomb. It's likely to blow up in your face. Thanks for listening.